Welcome to Finance Series with Oyekemi Ajayi. It is a great pleasure to connect with you this week. I am going to be talking about unlocking internal value through knowledge sharing and collaboration. A lot of organizations often underestimate the value that is locked within their employees' expertise, experience, and insight. This is largely as a result of the fact that, they haven't seen the potentials, or maybe some of the employees are a bit more reserved. They're not able to express themselves totally within the organization. But you know what? When you foster a culture of knowledge sharing and collaborative problem solving, you would be able to accelerate innovation and reduce duplication of efforts within the organization. Your employees would be able to express themselves well. Why? Because they are better equipped with knowledge. You would also be able to make smarter decisions that would lead to tangible results and tangible financial benefits within the organization. Let's take it a step further and look at key points that you need to note when trying to unlock value through knowledge sharing and collaboration. The first is that you need to encourage cross-functional collaboration, because this would help to improve efficiency and reduce miscommunication within the organization. In summary, it will help to break down silos within your company. The next point is that you need to also create a knowledge repository. So there has to be a proper documentation of best practice, lessons learned, and then internal insights that is easy to access. It could be stored on your database. So for example, all the standard operating procedures should be documented in your database, which can be easily accessed by anyone who joins the organization. Information about how you carry out your service should also be properly documented somewhere where a new staff can easily pick things up and run with it. So what I'm saying in essence is, across functions, across departments, you need to ensure that each person's function is properly documented and saved within your database that anyone can easily access, especially when there is collaboration within those teams or those departments. So for example, there's a project that two departments need to work on. You need to also understand what is Department A and Department B going to be doing, right? So there has to be that collaboration within those two departments. The next point I'd like to emphasize here is that you can also use forums, you can use workshops, you can use digital platforms to share knowledge. Now, I remember in one of the previous places that I've worked, we typically do this knowledge sharing every week. And I know a lot of organizations have started, imbibing this culture. The reason is because, one, you help to stay informed with what is happening in society. Aside that, it also helps to broaden the horizon of your team members. People begin to think differently. They begin to ask questions. They are able to come out of their shell. So this knowledge sharing session is actually very important. Knowledge sharing sessions can also be, non-technical. It doesn't have to be technical alone. It could be non-technical. It could be different things about, what is being done in another department and how your department and the other department can collaborate to solve a problem within the organization. So it can be, in different forms. As you drive this within the organization, you need to recognize and incentivize your team that contributes to successful implementation of this knowledge sharing and collaboration that we're talking about. Because when this is done, trust me, it will drive innovation, it will drive continuous improvement within the organization. And people that are always keeping quiet, they will be forced to come out. They'll be forced to give their own views on different areas, depending on what projects or what activity is being looked at in the organization. And finally, this has a link to financial outcome, because when there is improvement in collaboration, when people are able to work together, it will lead to faster project delivery, it will reduce errors, and it would ensure better utilization of resources. I hope this information has been very helpful. I implore you to drive value in your business by ensuring collaboration, ensuring that appropriate knowledge is shared within the organization to help to equip your team members to drive growth in your business. Thank you once again, and do have a great day.